Hey, what is up YouTube? My name is Manny Fresh. Welcome back to my channel. Today I got a tutorial for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And I see you guys in the next one. Enjoy.
First thing I'm gonna do is comb the hair so that the clipper could go through nicely without snagging or anything. Let me turn this off. You have to comb it the pattern that you're gonna go through with the machine. So you go with it in the front, then into the sides. If you're gonna do this yourself, you gotta get when you get that mirror, you can see the pattern, especially up here, because it's easy to take the crown off. A lot of people have issues with that. You're gonna see that when I go down with it, I'm also bringing my comb with it to take any excess hair that might get stuck. Always brushing down. I'm using a comb, but you could use a brush too. Just follow the natural pattern. Because he's brushing his hair, because you brush your hair, I could see a huge difference from the last time we did this. I'm trying to get as close to the crown without hitting the crown with the 1.5 before I jump to the 2, because I want to make sure it's kind of like an even yarmulke almost.
No, it's true.
Like a, yeah. Now I have the 2. I'm just gonna follow the natural. If you can see it through the hair, you can see it like when the light hits where it's lighter, so you know which way it's supposed to go. And you can use the hairs underneath to kind of show you where the hair wants to go, like a little trick. So I've done it before where I took the crown a little too far low, like too low, lower than what I wanted. See, his crown goes like this, and yours goes like this. So it goes like, and then here he just wants to go like, whoop.
Yo.
You can raise the lever up too with the 1.5 and kind of go with it to make sure it's faded with the rest. With the tricky areas of the crown, you can use the corners of the clipper, not the whole clipper. Next step, we're gonna get our brush, brush it right here where we're gonna fade. What I like to do first, especially if we're gonna keep the curve right here, the C cup, I like to edge it up first. I like to edge it up before I fade it, because I kind of think about it as like a coloring book, where you already know where the edges are, and you just have to color in between the lines. So I like to edge it up real quick before I add my guideline. And it don't have to be perfect, just so you can see how the fade is going to turn out. Then instead of doing my guideline like this, which I could do, but it's a lot easier to take the bottom line out if you do it like this. Flicking out at the end so you don't create a harsh line. It'll be harder to get it out later. Now grab the clippers again. I open the lever all the way up, and I go about 1/2 inch up from that first guideline I made. Make sure you brush after every stroke so that you can get any debris, all the hair debris out of the way. I'm using the corners. I'm going to take the bottom line out. I've seen some barbers start fading up from here. They just do the first. They just do the first and the second, and then they keep fading up. I don't want to keep going back to my station, so I work with what I have in my hands at the moment and what I can do at that time, so that it could be more efficient. And then later I could do some more detail work. Now I got the half guard. I open the lever. I always start a new guideline with the lever open because I like to test the waters, make sure that I'm not going too low and then I can't go back. So I'd rather go a little bit higher and then go lower. Make sure you brush every time to get all the hair out so you can see what you're doing. Like kind of like a tattoo artist when they start drawing and then they wipe it so they can see what they're doing. Now I close it all the way. Now I'm attacking that line. Using the corners. Try both corners. Whichever corner you think is gonna do the job, try it both ways. See, I already see it's already fading, but I see a little dark spot there, so I'm gonna take the guard off, and I'm gonna use the corners with the blade open to kind of get at that line a little more detailed, or take that line out completely and give it more definition. All right, now since I'm already here and I got my clipper in my hand and this, and I see his beard is right here, I'm just gonna start fading the beard. Try to just get that out of the way. These are steps that could get you to get faster. But also efficient, with what you have. Work with what you have in your hands. Do everything you can do in that side, since you have the stuff in your hands already. Where's the number one guard? Oh, I got the number one guard again. Keep your station organized, because then you know where your stuff is and you don't have to be looking for it during haircuts. Got the number one guard open, using the corners. Getting the line out. If you see it's not cutting, go down. Close the clipper all the way down and then use the corners. So now I have it closed, and I'm gonna go down with the grain here. So I did a 1.5 on top. I'm gonna do the 1.5 here, so that the one, so I can fade into the 1.5, and it'll take all these dark spots out. But the fade is practically already there. Using the corners, I use corners all the time. I like to test the waters because I don't want to go too low and then regret it later, Then I have to fix the haircut instead of doing the haircut.
I'd rather that clean cut.
Yeah. Check the mirror too. The mirrors don't lie. Sometimes your eyes get used to seeing it this way, and then you'll see some lines that are not there. So if you use the mirror to see, it'll tell you, yeah. It's like a set of eyes. Another set of eyes. It's like if you back away from something, have you seen barbers do that before? Yeah. Yeah. So now I'm just doing detail work. For you, if you're gonna do this at home, honestly, if you did what I just did, it might just work for you. One thing I learned when I was spinning my hair is that if it already looks good, don't try to make it look better. See, since I edged this up, I just went ahead and edged this side up because I had it in my hand. And since I already had it in my hand, I'm just gonna edge up what I can. Except for the front, I'll do the front last. And at this side, you repeat it, the same thing. The first guideline. Remember, I like to do the coloring book method, I guess. That's what I'm going to call it. Like for me, I need to see how it's going to turn out. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a clue of where I need to fade so that I can fade that. Now, instead of, I did one guideline and then I erased the bottom line. Instead of, I'm gonna do it a little different here. Instead of going with the 1 and then the 1.5 to fade into the 1.5, I'm just gonna grab the 1 and go with the grain to start fading it. So it's basically a 1 going with the grain. It's like a 1.5 against it. It's not exact, not measurement, but it's close. Yeah. And it already looks better just by doing that. Like it already looks like it's faded in. Yeah. So I already got the 2 bars coming down. I did that earlier, so I don't have to do it now. And then I'm just gonna start my guideline down here. His goes all the way down, so you can go a little higher with his. You don't want it all the way up here. Try to leave it under the occipital bone, right at the neck. Yep. The occipital bone is just the bottom of the skull. Then you start the second one about 1/2 inch to 1 inch above that one. Flicking motion. Just flick out at the top, and you scoop in and scoop out. My barber instructor used to say half moon. Yep. Now I'm gonna do the one guard again. And I could go down with it if I want to, just attack that line. I don't want to go too high, so I'm just gonna do it down here. Just to soften that line. And then you know exactly where you need to fade. We already know we can't pass a 1.5. We're fading up to a 1.5 on top with the grain, so we know that's where we should stop. I'm just grabbing the 1 and attacking the bottom. I have it closed this time. Using the corners. And one of my biggest mistakes was using the whole blade of the clipper when I first started. Oh my God, I used to sweat, bro. I used to sweat. I used to pray. I'm like, God, please don't let this person kick me, kick my butt. Like,
You made it.
I got the 1.5 open and just softening that line, that shadow. It's not really a line, it's like a shadow. Now I'll make sure I brush it down because the clipper is pushing it up a little bit and then we can't see the line if we keep it up like that. So now this is a 1.5, and we already did 1.5. I'm just gonna go down, make sure it's all smooth. It's already looking pretty good. I see one thing right here. So I'm gonna check that real quick. I think the only thing I didn't use was the half guard, so I'm gonna grab the half guard, open it up, and grab that line right there. When you're doing this, try to stay organized. Try to remember what you used before. You know, what guard it was before and what you're gonna use next. I've been doing it for so long that I kind of know what I need to grab for every situation. So I just went around with the one to make sure like any hairs that are sticking out around the edges, I could clean it up so that the edge could pop out a little more. Put a little bit of holding spray just to make sure it's crispy. And just blow dry it. All right, so for the front, we're gonna start in the middle. Start in the middle, so that's like your guideline, and then like little by little, move it to the left, then you move it to the right afterwards. You match them up using the corners of the trimmers too. So make sure you don't go deep, so deep over here, then you have a part at that point. And like with your hair, I can see that's like just like dark and then light and then dark. So you might have to do a little custom pushback, but it's not too crazy. Just a little bit. So now that we did one side, we're gonna go back to the middle and use it as a guideline. Just follow it all the way back. Now always move my hand away so I can make sure that I'm hitting where it needs to be hitting. Making sure that I didn't go too far up. Then you can look in the mirror to see if it's straight. I do this thing all the time, where I look at the corners so I can see where they're at. Because if this corner is higher than this one, then it's gonna look lopsided for some reason. So you gotta look at them. It's actually pretty good already. Just defining it, making sure they're all good. Now we're gonna do the beard. The beard is quick. Already faded in a little bit up there with using the corners. He's basically doing a reverse fade. So now I'm just gonna detail it a little bit. I'm gonna grab a number two guard, and I'm gonna go with the grain right here so it can fade in to the bottom. Just a quick trim. We're gonna leave it, we're gonna have shorter here and longer in the front, in the chin area. So I'm gonna do the two against the grain so it can fade in. And if you see any lines or anything like that, any spots that you wanna fade a little better, just go down to a 1, using the corners, open up. Two, up with against the grain and with it, so it can fade in to the rest of the beard. That's pretty much it. That one was quicker. All right, now we're gonna comb it out, and then we're gonna have his head tilted up. Using the corners, but start in the middle. It's the same way as we do with the edge up in the front. Use the mirrors so you can see exactly what you're doing. Use the mirror to see how straight it is. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I just like grab the trimmers, and I'm kind of imagining an imaginary line. You like it kind of low, right? So obviously do your consultation, see what your client wants. So he wants it low, so I'm gonna use the chin as like a line, the guideline of what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go with it. Make sure for me, I like to take off some of the hair up here so I can see a clear line. So I kind of like, you know, erase it. I'm pulling the skin too, so it could be a little easier to, and it doesn't irritate you as much. So another trick is you can start it here, and then start it at the bottom, and then connect it. Always testing the waters first, making sure you're not taking too much off these corners so you can be more precise. I'm gonna add some of that 245 shaving gel to make sure the blade glide's good. Yep, don't, so it won't cut and pull or anything. Put a fresh blade in there, just put a fresh blade. Now, pull the skin. And I already did the guideline with the clippers, so just gotta follow that. Take away any excess gel. And that gel is really good because it has aloe vera, so it's good for the skin. So you can leave it on and it hydrates your skin and all that stuff. It's a nice one.
is the after YouTube.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you guys in the next video. Peace.